Good evening, dear friends. Today I will take derivation part of projectile motion. So today I will derive time of flight, range, maximum height. This type of thing we will derive in the projectile motion. Before watching this video, first watch projectile motion 01. Okay, first lecture of projectile motion in which I have discussed concept related with projectile motion. Okay, for calculating time of flight, what we will do, I told you that you have to separate the motion. When you are going in x, you have to go in x, and when you are dealing with y direction motion, you have to go in y. For calculating time of flight, we will go in y direction. In which direction I will go? I will go in y direction. So whenever you will calculate time of flight, then remember the thing that you have to go in y direction. And in y direction, we have three equations. V is equal to u plus at. S is equal to ut plus half at square, and v square minus u square is equal to 2as. Everything we will take in y direction. Which equation should we take to solve this? First, in the first also time is coming, but here is how many unknown? Time. See how many information we know in y direction. In y direction we know which thing? Initial velocity in y direction we know. How much? U sin theta. It will be plus or minus plus. ऊपर का velocity positive. We know acceleration in y direction. How much? Minus g. Right? Do we know final velocity in y direction? First I will apply this equation from A to B. From where to where? Oh sorry. A to C. I will apply this equation in y direction. I will apply this equation from A to C. When we will apply the equation from A to C, that means A is my starting point, C is my final point. A is my starting point and C is my final point. Okay. So we know final velocity in y direction. That means do we know final velocity in y direction at C point? No, we don't know. Actually, with how much velocity it will hit this object when it will fall on the ground now, with how much velocity it will hit in y direction, that is final velocity in y direction. We don't know, that is unknown. So we don't know. So this thing we don't know. We know time. No, time of flight we want to calculate. So two unknown. So if this equation is two unknown, we will not select this equation. Then can we select second equation? Yes. Because in the third equation time is not coming. So how we will calculate time of flight? So this equation also we will not select. So we will go to the second equation. Which equation I will go? I will go to the second equation. What will be displacement in y direction? Now see, this concept is important. When the object is going from A to C. So A is a starting point, C is final point. So what will be the coordinate of A? A 0, 0. No? This is origin. And when it is coming here, so this will be what? Let's say this will be something, 0. Is it? X can be anything. 5, 10, 20. It can be anything. General I am taking. So X, 0. But I don't know what will come here. But I am sure that what will come here. Because it is again falling on x-axis. Object is again coming back on x-axis. This is known as horizontal projectile. Horizontal axis saying here, horizontal पे लौट गया. It is going from x and again it is returning back on x. This is the simple version of projectile. सबसे basic projectile होता है. So what will be y coordinate है 0. क्योंकि x axis पे कोई भी point हो. If you will take any point on the x axis, then I am sure that its y coordinate will be 0. तो क्या displacement हुआ y direction में? Initially डिस्प्लेसमेंट इन y डायरेक्शन इज 0. इनिशियली कहां पे है? x एक्सिस पे. फाइनली भी कहां पे है? x एक्सिस पे. तो ऑब्जेक्ट इनिशियल y कोऑर्डिनेट इज 0. फाइनल y कोऑर्डिनेट इज आल्सो 0. सो देयर इज एनी नेट डिस्प्लेसमेंट इन y? नो, बिकॉज़ इनिशियली y coordinate is 0. Finally also y coordinate is 0 because object is coming back on the x axis. So there is no any net displacement in y. Sy means net displacement in y. So this is 0. Displacement in y is 0. Now put all the data here. You will get time of flight. The time of flight we will write by capital T. Time of flight we will write by capital T. So time of flight we will take as capital T. So in the place of T we will add capital T. So Sy is how much? 0. Uy is how much? U sin theta. Time of flight we will add as capital T plus half. Acceleration in y direction is minus g and time of flight is capital T ka square. Is it correct? Now this term plus into minus will be minus. So this minus. So can we write 0 is equal to u sin theta into t minus half gt square. Plus into minus will be minus. So if this term will come here, what will be this? Half gt square is equal to u sin theta into t. Can we write? Now this t and this t will cancel. So what will be this t? This 2 will go and it will multiply with this. So this will become 2u sin theta. And then this g will come here. This will divide. So time of flight will be how much? 2u sin theta by g. Time of flight will be what? 2u sin theta by g. Are you able to understand? So what will be the final equation of time of flight? T is equal to 2u sin theta by g. This derivation is important and this formula also you have to memorize. This is very important formula. So what you will do, I will write a lot of formula in physics. So you will make a sheet. That means you will take a long sheet like this and then you will write formula number 1, formula 2, formula 3, formula 4 and then you will attach it on your wall. तो घर के दीवार पे इसको चिपका लीजिए and then every morning you have to revise those formula. Clear? So T will be equal to 2u sin theta by g. So how much T is what? Time of flight means what? Time of flight means how much time it will take when the object will go from A to C. So when the object will go from A to C, so in covering, while the object will go through this path, it will take some time, no? So when the object is going like this, ting, it is taking some time to cover this path. So that time which this object is taking when it is going from A to C, this time is known as time of flight. No one will ask you definition, just understand the concept. Physics is all about understanding the concept. तो कितना टाइम लगेगा? Time of flight means when the object is in air, when the object is flying, how much time it is taking? That is time of flight. Clear? Okay. This time of flight derivation we can do by another method also. See how? See the second method of time of flight. Okay. Now I will apply equation from A to B. A to B. Let's say that we know we will go in y direction. We will go in y direction. We know in y direction what thing we know? Initial velocity in y direction. That means initial velocity in y direction will be how much? U sin theta. So initial velocity in y direction we know u sin theta. Acceleration in y direction is how much? Minus g. T we have to find. Let's say it will take t time when it will go from A to B. A is a starting point, B is final point. So when the object is going from A to B, I will calculate time. तो A से B जाने में जितना टाइम लगा उसका डबल कर दो, वही होगा A to C आने में टाइम. For example, this is half of the journey now. A to B, half of the journey, like this, here to here, half of the journey, and then when it will come from B to C again, it is next half of the journey. तो half of the journey के time को when you will do the double of half of the journey, you will get the complete journey time. तो वही करेंगे, पहले half journey का time निकालो. Let's say it is taking t time in half journey. Okay, what will be final velocity in y direction? When you are applying, now understand, when you are applying equation from A to B in y direction, A to B in y direction, so initial velocity in y direction is u sin theta. Initial velocity in y direction is u sin theta. But what is final velocity in y direction? At highest point, final velocity in y direction will be how much? 0. At highest point, what will be final? क्योंकि यहीं पे तो आके final velocity y direction का 0 हुआ. That's why object is not able to go further in y direction. क्योंकि वो 0 हो गया. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 है 0. So final velocity in y direction at highest point will be 0. Which equation we will apply? We know v, we know a, we know u. We have to find t. What we have to find? T. So v is equal to u plus at. V is equal to u plus at. So v is how much? 0. U is how much? U sin theta. Initial velocity is u sin theta plus a is how much? Minus g. Acceleration will be always negative. And t is t. So t will be how much? From here, this minus gt is minus. When it will come here, this will be plus. So this will be gt is equal to u sin theta. So t will be u sin theta by g. T will be u sin theta by g. So this is time from A to B. Time taken from A to B. So when object is going from A to B, then how much time it is taking? U sin theta. इसी टाइम को डबल कर दो, total time of flight निकल जाएगा. So for total time of flight, that means we are not interested only from A to B. We are interested from A to B and B to C. So total time of flight will be twice of t. Because AB is half of the journey and next half is BC. तो इसका डबल कर दो. हाफ जर्नी के टाइम को डबल कर दो. You will get total time of flight. So what will total time of flight? 2 into t is how much? U sin theta by g. So what will be the formula? Again total time of flight will be 2u sin theta by g. So either you can prove like this or you can prove by earlier method. This is the second method to solve time of flight. This is the second method to solve time of flight. Copy it fastly or take the screenshot. Don't take the screenshot. मैं मजाक कर रहा था. You have to write it in class notes. सर आप भी ना. Okay. Now the time of flight we have calculated, right? Time of flight we have calculated. So write time of flight here. What is the equation of time of flight? 2u sin theta by g. And this formula you have to memorize. What is initial velocity in y direction? This is u sin theta. Okay. Now next thing that we have to calculate, that is maximum height. What is the next derivation? Second thing that we have to calculate is maximum height. Think how we will calculate. Next thing that we have to derive is maximum height. Maximum height means this is horizontal axis. तो ये object x axis से कितना ऊपर गया? That means how much height it is going from x axis. That means this distance. This distance is what? H max. That is maximum height. That means we have to find this height. We have to find this height. So this maximum height is in which direction? X or y? This is in y direction. So we have to go in y direction. So first understand that we have to go in which direction to solve this. We have to go in y direction. And maximum height means we will apply equation from where to where? A to B. Because B is the maximum height point. B point is a point which is at the maximum height. So B is a point which is at the maximum height. So we will apply equation from A to B. Which thing we know? We know initial velocity in y. How much? U sin theta. We know acceleration in y. How much? Minus g. We know final velocity in y. Right? How much? 0. Because at B, that means highest point, final velocity is 0. What we have to find? We have to find displacement in y. Why? Because this displacement is equal to maximum height. Displacement in y is equal to maximum height. Because this is what? Displacement in y. Initially y कहाँ था? 0 पे. Finally it is going up to this. So what is shortest distance between initial point and final point? This one. So if I will find displacement in y direction, for example, see this height is this now, this now. So if we will find this height, so this height is equal to this height. So we have to find displacement in y direction. If I will find displacement in y direction, so displacement in y direction is what? Maximum height. कि y direction में कितना ऊपर displace किया, वही तो maximum height है. Y direction में how much distance object is displacing in y direction, that same thing is what? Maximum height. So if I will calculate displacement in y direction, we will calculate maximum height. So this we have to calculate. Let's say maximum height is equal to h max or h, or let's say we will add by h max. Maximum height we will add by h max. That means maximum height. So this thing we have to calculate. We know u, we know a, we know b. We have to find s. We know u, a, b. We have to find s. Which equation? Third equation. V square minus u square equal 2as. So v square minus u square is equal to 2as. See, everything I am taking in y direction. Vy, uy, ay, sy. So vy is how much? 0 ka square minus uy, u sin theta ka square. U sin theta ka square is equal to 2 into acceleration in y direction minus g into displacement in y direction. H max. H max. How much is the displacement in y direction? H max. So what will be this? Can we say that this is 0 ka square 0 and this is u square sin square theta? U square sin square theta, there is minus, so I will add minus also, and this is minus 2g h maximum. Minus and minus cancel, minus and minus cancel. So what will be h maximum? H maximum will be equal to u square sin square theta by 2g. H maximum will become equal to u square sin square theta by 2g. U square sin square theta by 2g. Clear? Any confusion? This formula is also very important. Write it fastly. So you have it. Okay. So H maximum formula, what is H maximum formula? I am writing it here. H max is how much? U square sin square theta by 2g. So this formula is also important and you have to memorize this. Now we will find another thing, that is horizontal range. Now we will find horizontal range. Horizontal range means what? AC length. Which length we will find? AC length. This much. A to C. This length if you will find, this is horizontal range. So can we find AC length? AC length is in which direction? Horizontal range is in which direction? X. It is in X direction. So we will apply our equation in which direction? We will, for finding horizontal range. For finding horizontal range, we will choose which direction? X direction. Okay. In X direction, how many things we know? Initial velocity in X direction we know. How much? U cos theta. We know acceleration in X direction. How much? 0. Right? Initial velocity in X direction, U cos theta, acceleration in X direction, 0. We know time when the object will come from A to C. A to C. When the object will go from A to C. So this is going in this path now. So when this will go on this path, so it will take some time. And that time already I have calculated, that is equal to time of flight. And what is the equation of that? 2u sin theta by g. So total time will be how much? 2u sin theta by g. This equation I will apply from where to where? A to C. From where to where I am applying this equation? So A is my starting point and C is my final point. So we will apply equation from A to C. We know this much thing. We know this much thing. Why acceleration in X direction is 0? Because there is no any acceleration due to gravity which is acting in X. Acceleration due to gravity is acting in Y. So in X direction there is no any acceleration. That's why acceleration in X equal 0. We have to find what? Horizontal range. That means displacement in X. Horizontal range means what? Displacement in X. Actually, this is written as capital R. Horizontal range means we have to find displacement in X. and this displacement in x is equal to what? Horizontal length. So if I will find displacement in x, that means we will find the horizontal length. We know u, we know a, we know t. With equation for finding s, second equation, s is equal to ut plus half at square. Since I am dealing in x direction, so with everything we will add x. So displacement in x is how much? R. This is equal to horizontal length. What is initial velocity in x direction? U cos theta. What is time? How much time this is taking? 2u sin theta by. How much is the time of flight? How much time it is taking? 2u sin theta by g. Okay, plus half. Ax is how much? 0. 0 multiplied by anything will be 0. So this complete term will become 0. Why? This complete term will become 0. Why? Because acceleration in x is 0. 0 multiplied by anything will be 0. So don't add here anything because this will be 0. So plus 0 does not have any sense. So you can delete it. Now, can I dump this one? Okay. I am making some space. Okay. Now see. I am writing from here to here. Length will become how much? 2u. 2u. This is u. This is u. 2u sin theta. Oh. 2u square, na? U square. This will be equal to 2u, or that like this. U into u will be how much? U square. And this will be 2 sin theta cos theta divided by g. Divided by g. Achha, in mathematics you will learn a formula. This formula you should memorize, that 2 sin theta cos theta is equal to sin 2 theta. Sin what? Sin 2 theta. So sin 2 theta is equal to 2 sin theta cos theta. Here also 2 sin theta cos theta is coming now. So in the place of 2 sin theta cos theta, you can write u square sin 2 theta by g. So this is the formula of length. What is the formula of length? U square sin 2 theta by g. U square sin 2 theta by g. This is the formula of length. Copy everything. सर कॉपी करने में तो हम बहुत तेज है, बस एग्जाम में बन जाए. Okay, this all derivation are very important. Hope you have understand all the derivation. Now understand one more thing. Can I have this thing? Now I am writing all the formula here. Now I am writing all the formula here. The first formula that I have calculated, that is time of flight. This is equal to 2u sin theta by g. The second formula that I have derived, that is h max, that means maximum height. This formula was u square sin square theta by 2g. And the third formula that we have find, that is length. Length was u square sin 2 theta by g. Length was what? U square sin 2 theta by g. All these three formula are very important. So put it in a box and you have to memorize. Okay? All these three formula are very important. Now I will ask you a question. I will ask you a question. That and the question is, when range will be maximum? at which angle, or write like this, at which angle range will be maximum. So what is the formula of range? Range formula is u square sin 2 theta by g. This is formula of range. When range will be maximum, that means at which angle range will be maximum. So for maximum range, this value should be maximum. For maximum range, because if this will increase, I have taken the direct proportion, indirect proportion. If this will increase, then range will also increase. So if sin 2 theta will take its maximum value, then range will become maximum. And what is the maximum value of sin 2 theta? We know that maximum value of sin is how much? Plus 1. And minimum value of sin is how much? Minus 1. You know this now. If you don't know, then comment it, say I don't know. In the next lecture I will take. So maximum value of sin is how much? Plus 1. So if range should be maximum, so sin should take maximum value, that is plus 1. Sin का maximum value plus 1 ही हो सकता है. Okay? And we know that when sin will be plus 1, sin 90 is how much? 1. Sin 90 is how much? 1. So at 90 degree angle, but we know that at 90 degree angle, sin is taking plus 1. So if you will compare these two, then 2 theta should be equal to how much? 2 theta should be equal to 90. Right? So if 2 theta should be 90, so theta should be how much? 90 by 2. 90 by 2 means how much? 45 degree. That means when you will throw any object at an angle 45 degree from horizontal, when you will throw any object at an angle 45 degree with the horizontal, then range will be maximum. So write this statement. First copy all these things. Copy. Write it. When we will throw any object at an angle 45 degree from horizontal, then range will be maximum. Okay. Now listen something. Today I have covered derivation part of projectile motion, but projectile motion is not finished. This is very important topic. In my next class I will take some numerical questions on projectile motion, and then this is the basic form of projectile. I will come to the some extended form of projectile also. So practice on the derivation, because this derivation is coming in board examination, that derive range, derive camouflage, derive maximum height. Okay, and always try to solve numerical questions, because in physics if you not practice numerical questions, then nothing is going to happen. You know, up to class 10 now we were thinking that up to class 10 we were thinking that in physics there is only theory, but actually physics is not like this. In the physics you have to solve numerical questions also. So in the next class I will take some numerical question on projectile motion. And in this lockdown time, pandemic, there is corona now, so don't go outside home, stay safe, and always work hard, because you don't have to sleep. If you will sleep now, you will never get success in the life. So always study and try to serve this nation. Okay, thank you.